it's been a while I saw you on this app. So yes, your girl finally has time to do something nice on her hair. So we're on Thanksgiving break right now, so no school. I'm like on a 1 week break. We have to do this hair, and right here I have set out all my stuff, and actually I don't know what I'm gonna be doing on my hair. I'm actually gonna figure it out. And for the fact that I don't wear wigs, if you've checked lately, I have been wearing like hats. It actually became like my new style, wearing my hair more naturally. And yeah, if you check my Instagram, my TikTok, you will see how I've been styling my hair so far when I didn't do it. So now we're gonna do something that's gonna at least be durable, that's gonna take us throughout the month of November. And I think maybe December, maybe we might see if in December we have some time, we might do something equally for the December break. So let's get into it. Let me figure out what I'm gonna do on my hair, and then we're gonna start right away. So thank you for joining in, and let's do this. Yeah, let's set this up here. Okay, it's all set. So what are we doing on this hair, Manda? Let's start by doing it first. Actually, I'd already washed my hair, so I'm just going ahead and moisturizing it, because it's very important you moisturize your hair before doing any style that's gonna last for long. Plus it is winter, so it's like a dry season, so you want to keep your hair in a protective style, but make sure your hair is always moisturized. It has that, you know, water, oil, everything that it needs to stay healthy so that it doesn't break. I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna do, and then I'm gonna tell you what I'm doing. So I finally figured out what I'm gonna be doing on my hair. We're gonna be doing jumbo twist. Yeah, very long curly jumbo twist. So I'm gonna be using this hair, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in it, and I'm having 2 packs right here. And for our curls, I have this natural hair stuff that I'm gonna be cutting and playing around with it to add curls to my jumbo twist. So let's get right into it. Yeah. So as you can see my setup, I have a mirror in the front, I have a mirror behind, and I am starting from the back of my head, and you already know how I do my parting. So yes, I am using the mirror to direct me so that I have straight lines. And as you know, we want to wear this hair for a very long time, so we really want to have that parting for it to look shiny and look like it was done by a pro, as we always aim to have hairstyles looking like, you know, done by a professional, even though it was done by yourself. Yes. So I've parted my hair into 4 smaller sections on the back of my hair. So this is like the lower part of the back of my hair, and I am going to be using the Shine and Jam gel with the yellow container to lay down my partings very well, so that those lines are really shiny and sleeky. And equally, since the partings are like, you can see they are not small, they are actually like medium size, I would say medium to large. So the Shine and Jam gel is gonna help me to have it look smaller, you know, so the hair can come together. And yeah, so that's the first strand that has already been done. As you know, sometimes I already know what I'm gonna do, but I always want to do like the try and error off the camera so that I understand the pattern, and it's gonna be easy for me to explain to you what exactly I'm doing. So I'd already done the pattern for the back of my hair, but you see me making sure those lines are coming out right the way they should, right? Yeah, that's why when you start doing each individual strand, you want to make sure you're using your gel to, as I said, to perfect those patterns. And yeah, that's what you can see me doing there. As I said, I'm using the Shine and Jam gel to make my individual sections look smaller, because each individual hair that I have curled is actually like large sections. So I go ahead and braid them first, like about 3 or 4 times, and I'm going to crochet my extension into my hair. That's the reason why I braid my hair in the beginning. Braiding your hair is to create that support for your extension to go through. And some people would rather use rubber band, but I don't like to use a rubber band. I rather braid my hair. And I'm equally going to show you another way you can do this without actually braiding your hair or using rubber band. So I'm going to show you another way you can use, another method you can yeah, do this without braiding your hair or using rubber band. So this is the first way I like to do it. I don't know if I like this one better or the other one, which one comes easier or which one goes faster. I don't know if it's this one or it's, well, you would decide for yourself. You can try both methods and you see which one works for you. So I've been talking and I have skipped some steps on how to do this, but we still have a whole lot of section to go through, so I'm gonna explain actually what I'm doing on each individual strand, because you can see me adding some hair there. Let me just explain to you how I add hair. So I add the hair from behind and I put it on both of the strands, and on each strand I twist it on each of the strands, individual strands, before I twist them together. I hope you catch that. If not, I'm still gonna do it and you're still gonna see it and you're gonna learn, and I'll try my best to explain this in the best of my knowledge so that you can understand perfect. But if you're someone who learns just by visuals, you must have caught it by now, right? So yes, that's the same thing I'm still doing. I went ahead and braided my hair for about 3 or 4 times, and I added the extension, and I went ahead and split my hair into maybe 3 or 2 of the sections. Then I braid first of all before I start with my twist. And there's a way of twisting this for it to give perfect results. Yes, there's a way of twisting this for you to get perfect results. You know, there's a clockwise and there's the anti-clockwise of twisting it. You have to try both ways and you see the one that sticks better and that looks better. You know, are you seeing my twist right there? It's looking tight and it's looking yummy, you know, in the eyes, because if you do it the other way and you leave it, it's going to unravel. So you have to know the perfect way to twist. And if you do this with smaller sections, it's gonna be so much on your hair. That's why I decided to go with medium sections. And on each section, you want to make sure you straighten out the hair more, because you know you're using straight hair to do the twist. You know, the extension you're adding is a straight hair, so you want to make sure you straighten your hair the best you can, since you're having natural hair, right? That's why you see me combing it and making sure it is as straight, as stretched as much as it can. And you go ahead and do what you're supposed to do, the beginning steps, right? So you don't want your hair to be popping out when you're adding this straight hair on it to twist it. And now I go ahead and separate my hair into 3 smaller sections and share it across the strands of my straight hair that I'll be using to braid first before twisting. That's what I'm doing right there. 3 or 4 times, then I split it into 2 and I go ahead and twist. So are you seeing my twist? Pay real attention on the way I twist. Look at how tight and yummy they are looking. Look at my twist. They are not going to unravel. But if you do it the other way, as I said, you are going to be seeing that when you lift your twist, it unravels. When I look at how much I have learned about doing hair without going to a braiding salon or a hair beauty salon to learn these things, I just learned it by doing it. You know, the more you do something, the more you understand the techniques in it, the more you get. You know, they say you learn by doing it, right? That's how I got to understand so many things. And yeah, they say experience is the best teacher, and that's so true. Sometimes I started by watching videos on YouTube, and then I started trying it on my hair by myself, and now I am such a professional. You can tell, right? Now, this is the second method I told you about. I'm starting off as if I am trying to do a knotless braiding, and I go ahead and add my extension. You know how to put your fingers like this, right? This is difficult because I took a long time to learn how to part the extension this way before adding it to your hair, and that's what I did. So I did not crochet the hair on this strand. I just went ahead and started right away. Yes, but the first time you try, you're going to struggle. Maybe even the second time or the third time, you're still going to struggle. But as you keep doing it, you're going to get it. You're really going to get how it goes. And that's how I struggled too in the beginnings. And now I am so quick in doing it. So crocheting the hair is easier. It goes faster if you know that you're going to struggle in doing it this way. So that's why there are so many different methods in doing this. And I go ahead and twist my hair. Now let me show you how I add the extension again. So I'm adding the extension from behind, you see that, right? And I'm adding it on both of the strands, and on each strand I twist it first. You see what I'm doing, right? And on the other one, I twist it as well. And then I go ahead and use my oil that I'm using to smoothen it. Then I go ahead and twist them together. And before twisting them together, you're twisting them on themselves first. Look at what I'm doing. Look at my finger. My fingers are twisting each strand first before they come together. So I twist, twirl, twist, twirl, twist, twirl. I hope you catch that, right? You twist and you twirl on itself. Twist, twirl, twist and twirl together. Yes, that's how it makes it tight and it sticks together. Now I'm going to show you how I add the curly hair onto each strand. It's the same way I add the extension on my hair. So I'm taking the smaller end of the curly hair to one of the strand and the longer section of the curly hair on the other strand, and I twist them first of all on each of the strands, and then I go ahead and twist them together. Simple, very simple. And then I take the curly hair out of the strands and I keep going ahead with my twisting. Simple, very simple to add the curly hair onto the strand. And on each strand, I add about 2 or 3 curly hair because I want to have as much curly hair as possible as I can. So that's the second curly hair that I'm adding. And I go ahead and twist to the end. And I'm always making sure I am measuring to make sure I have the same length. And to obtain perfect curls, like very smooth curls at the end, I don't twist each individual strands right to the end. I leave the ends like that and I just use my perm rod and roll it around so that I will have those smooth curls at the end. That's what I do for my ends. Here we go again with the same method, but this time I did not start by braiding my hair. I just split my hair into 3 sections and then I added my extension into it by dividing it into each of the 3 strands of my hair. Then I go ahead and braid the hair with my extension, and then I go ahead and add another extension because I started just with a smaller amount of the extension at the beginning. And then when I'm adding it, I just go ahead and start twisting. You know, when you are crocheting the hair into your hair, right, you crochet like big amounts, but when you start braiding at the beginning, you put just smaller amounts so that the braid will be flexible. And that is what I'm doing, and it's so easy. I go ahead, I add my curly hair onto my hair. So it's up to you. If you want to add it at the beginning, you can add it at the beginning. If you want to add it just towards the end, you can add it towards the end. It all depends on how you want it to look on your hair. If you want much curly hair onto it, you should add as much as possible on each of the individual strands. But if you just want like curly ends, you don't have to add the curly hair. But I wanted it to look like soft because that's why it is actually called jumbo island twist. Yes, the curls, the jumbo twist, and I don't know if you want to call it goddess twist, is up to you, but that's the name that's attributed to it because of the curls and how the twist actually form out to come right and yummy and saucy and however you want it. This is the front of my hair and we are almost done. We are not left with so many sections anymore, and I think I went ahead and still did the second method because I felt that it made the hair more flexible and it made it tighter than just adding the extension by crocheting. That's what I understood. That's why I decided to use this on the front of my hair because, you know, that's the part that people see the most. So I decided to use this method instead because it makes it really very flexible and tighter than crocheting the hair into my hair. When I crochet the hair into my hair, I feel like the hair shows more. My natural hair shows more than when I actually do it this second method. So the second method is better if you want it to be tighter, if you want the beginning of your hair to be strong and stuff like that. So use the second method. But if you want to go faster, you can crochet the hair and it goes faster. So it's all up to you. Just try both methods and see the one that works. So I think I completed all the other sections by doing it with the second method, and that is what worked better for me because I actually know how it functions and it's simple. You see that, right? Very simple. I just want to believe that if you do not know how to add extension when twisting hair, by watching this video you have learned that, right? And it is easier to add extension when you're doing twist than when you're doing braids, because when you're doing braids you're having 3 strands of hair, but when you're twisting you're having just 2 strands of hair to twist them together. So you just add your extension on both of the strands and then then twist them individually and then twist them together. So I'll be adding a curly hair right there, and that's how I am adding an extension, but it is a curly hair. So one more time, I add it on both of the strands and then I twist them individually and then twist them together, then separate the curly hair from the two strands, and then I continue with my twisting. Very simple, right? Meanwhile, if you're doing braids and you have to add the extension, it is more complex because you have to figure out on which of the 3 strands of the braiding hair you have to add the extension on. So yeah, meanwhile on twist you just have 2, you add it on both of them and then that's it. Simple. So okay, this is it, and now we are going to the next part of this hair, which is obtaining perfect curly ends. Yeah, oh my god, look at this twist. Look at how yummy, saucy, juicy, soft, goddess. Oh, how I like this. Come to think that I actually twisted them with my own hands, like, yeah. So okay, to obtain our perfect curly ends, we are having like water. Is really boiled hot water, and you put it in water for just seconds, maybe a minute, and then take it out. It doesn't have to stay in the water for so long because the water is really hot. So you want to make sure you really warm your water really good if you don't want to stick it in water for a long time. And then you take them out, dry it off with your towel. Be careful, don't burn yourself. And as I always say, if you are scared of using warm water, if you cannot do it, if you know you're like what, left-handed or whatever they call it, if you're maladroit as they say in French, you're gonna burn yourself if you're doing it by yourself. So you might maybe call a friend to help you do it, or there are other methods you can actually use to obtain curly ends if you don't want to go with this process. But this is the simplest and easiest, and it makes the curls to stick forever. Yes, go ahead and use the warm wet towel to pat my hair. It helps it give a soothing feeling and equally helps the hair looks softer. Yeah, now let's go ahead and unravel this. Let me show you these curls. I am so excited to show you how it turned out. So look at that. So I used 2 different perm rods, a smaller one and a bigger one. So this is a small perm rod. It gives like very tight curls. Look at that, very tight curls. Now let me show you the big one. I use another type of perm rod, and then this is the result it gave. I like the result this one gave because the curls are like the ones that I added onto my hair, and that is a result. I have a mixture of curls that gives a very soft look on my jumbo island twist. Look at that. What do you have to say, man? Look at this soft. Right? Oh my god, I can't have enough of it. Look at that, very long jumbo island twist. Yeah. Yeah. So guys, tell me, will you try this? And I think I took about 5 to 6 hours to do this. Yes, now it takes me less time than before because I'm already used to doing my hair by myself, so I'm a little faster now. Here we are. I did my edges a little way I could, and I added some little accessories. Yeah, that's the finished look. You know, you can style your hair how you want. Right, I'm just trying to show you some little ways you can style your hair, how you can wear this in different styles. Just watch some little styles, easy to obtain. These are very easy to obtain styles, and you just have to follow what matches your face type and just play around and look into the mirror and see what fits your face better. So that's what I'm just trying to show you there. This is another style I'm just going to show you. I feel like this is the easiest style you can ever wear this hair in. It's gonna fit any face type, and yeah, easy to achieve, by the way. So I like this. I wore this hair this way for the most time when I had it on. I'll see you in my next video, and make sure to follow me on Instagram, on TikTok, and you'll be seeing how I'll be styling this hair, how I'll be wearing it out. And thank you for watching. I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.